Welcome to Unlimited Quest. Today, we're embarking on a journey into one of the most mysterious experiences of the human mind, déjà vu. You've likely experienced it. That eerie sensation that the current moment has already been lived, even though you know it's new. This inexplicable feeling has puzzled scientists, philosophers, and everyday people for centuries. In this deep dive, we'll explore the various theories and scientific studies that attempt to explain déjà vu, exploring neural mechanisms, memory processes, and even evolutionary perspectives. Whether you're a psychology buff, a neuroscience enthusiast, or simply curious about the quirks of human perception, join us as we unravel the mystery behind déjà vu. Understanding déjà vu, the phenomenon explained. Déjà vu is a French term meaning already seen. It describes the uncanny feeling that a new experience is strangely familiar, as if it has been encountered before. This phenomenon can last only a few seconds, yet it leaves a lasting impression on the person experiencing it. Many describe it as a fleeting moment when reality feels doubled, a sensation where the present moment seems to overlap with a past memory. Despite being a common experience, affecting up to 70% of people at some point in their lives, the exact cause of déjà vu remains elusive. Researchers have proposed various explanations ranging from neurological misfiring to glitches in memory processing. Let's explore these theories in depth. Neurological theories, memory glitches and neural misfires. The memory mismatch theory. One of the most prominent explanations for déjà vu is the memory mismatch theory. According to this theory, déjà vu occurs when there is a temporary glitch in the brain's memory systems. Essentially, the brain processes a current experience in a way that mistakenly triggers a sense of familiarity. This mismatch might happen when the brain's short-term memory inadvertently overlaps with long-term memory, creating a false sense of recognition. Research suggests that the medial temporal lobe, which houses the hippocampus, a critical region for memory formation, plays a key role in this phenomenon. A brief disruption in the normal processing within this area can lead to a scenario where the current sensory input is mistakenly treated as a past experience. In this way, déjà vu might be understood as a memory error, where the brain misattributes the source or timing of a memory. The dual processing theory. Another related hypothesis is the dual processing theory. This model posits that two cognitive processes, one conscious and one unconscious, usually work in tandem to create our seamless experience of the present. However, if there is a slight delay or desynchronization between these two processes, the conscious mind might perceive the situation as familiar, even though it is entirely new. This desynchronization can result in the eerie sensation of déjà vu. Dual processing theory highlights that our brain continuously integrates information from various sources and processes it at different speeds. When these processes are out of sync, it can create a temporary and deceptive overlap between past and present experiences. Although this delay is extremely brief, it can be enough to trigger the feeling that I've been here before. Temporal lobe epilepsy and déjà vu. Some of the most compelling evidence linking brain activity to déjà vu comes from studies on temporal lobe epilepsy. Individuals with this condition often report frequent episodes of déjà vu prior to seizures. This observation suggests that abnormal electrical activity in the temporal lobes might trigger the same memory misattribution seen in déjà vu. While not all cases of déjà vu are pathological, these instances provide a window into how similar neural mechanisms might operate in the general population. The study of temporal lobe epilepsy has helped researchers identify specific neural circuits that, when disrupted, produce the sensation of familiarity. Although in most people these circuits function normally, slight and transient disturbances could lead to the spontaneous occurrence of déjà vu. This research supports the idea that déjà vu is fundamentally linked to the brain's temporal lobe and its role in memory processing. Cognitive and psychological perspectives. The role of implicit memory. Implicit memory refers to the unconscious retention of information, memories that we are not actively aware of, but that influence our perceptions and behaviors. One hypothesis is that déjà vu is a product of implicit memory. When we experience a new situation, it might share similarities with a past experience stored in our implicit memory, even if we do not consciously recall that experience. The overlap can trigger a sense of familiarity, leading to the feeling that we have been here before. This theory suggests that our brain continuously stores and retrieves vast amounts of information without our awareness. Sometimes, a current event might closely resemble a fragment of an old memory. Even if the memory is not fully accessible to our conscious mind, its influence can create a fleeting sensation of familiarity. In this way, déjà vu may be viewed as an unconscious reminder of our past experiences, filtered through the complex networks of our memory systems. Attention and perceptual processing. Another psychological explanation for déjà vu involves attention and perceptual processing. It is proposed that a brief distraction or lapse in attention can cause the brain to process the same stimulus twice in rapid succession. The initial, subconscious processing of the stimulus might not be registered by our conscious mind. When the stimulus is then processed a second time, it feels as though it is being experienced for the first time, despite the earlier exposure, resulting in the eerie sensation of familiarity. This phenomenon could occur, for instance, when our attention momentarily shifts during a conversation or while walking down a familiar street. The brain might capture a snapshot of the environment subconsciously and then, upon re-engaging, interpret it as a novel experience. Although this explanation does not account for all instances of déjà vu, it provides a plausible mechanism for why the experience is often so transient and elusive. The emotional component. Déjà vu is not just a cognitive error. It also carries an emotional dimension. Many people report feeling a strange mix of curiosity, unease, or even mild anxiety when they experience déjà vu. This emotional response might be linked to the brain's reaction to a memory that is out of place. When a current situation is mistakenly processed as a past event, the emotional centers of the brain, such as the amygdala, may react as if something significant is occurring, even if no clear memory is available. The emotional component of déjà vu can vary widely between individuals. For some, it is an intriguing and even pleasant anomaly, while for others it might trigger a momentary feeling of disorientation or discomfort. This variability underscores that déjà vu is a multifaceted experience, one that is influenced by both the cognitive mechanisms of memory and the subjective interpretation of emotion. Evolutionary perspectives. Why déjà vu might exist. An adaptive mechanism. While déjà vu is often dismissed as a mere glitch of memory, some evolutionary psychologists have proposed that it might serve an adaptive function. One hypothesis suggests that déjà vu could be a byproduct of our brain's efficient memory checking system, a mechanism designed to help us quickly recognize and evaluate our surroundings for potential threats or opportunities. In ancestral environments, the ability to rapidly assess whether a situation was familiar could have been crucial for survival. For instance, if an individual encountered a situation that was similar to a previous dangerous encounter, the feeling of déjà vu might prompt them to be more cautious. Conversely, if the familiarity was associated with safety and reward, it might encourage approach behaviors. Although these adaptive benefits are speculative, they offer an intriguing perspective on why such a phenomenon might have been preserved over the course of evolution. The role of memory consolidation. Another evolutionary theory posits that déjà vu may be related to the process of memory consolidation, the way our brains integrate new experiences with existing knowledge. As we encounter new information, our brains work to consolidate these experiences into long-term memory. Occasionally, there may be a slight delay or overlap during this process, causing a current experience to be misinterpreted as a stored memory. From an evolutionary standpoint, this error might actually indicate that the brain is actively organizing and processing information in a way that enhances learning and survival. While this theory does not claim that déjà vu is inherently adaptive, it does suggest that the phenomenon might be an unintended consequence of a highly efficient memory system. In a world where rapid learning and adaptation were essential, the occasional false sense of familiarity could be a small price to pay for the benefits of a robust memory network. Cultural interpretations and philosophical musings. Déjà vu in literature and art. Déjà vu has long captivated the human imagination, and has been a recurring theme in literature, art, and philosophy. Writers and poets have used the concept to evoke feelings of nostalgia, mystery, and existential uncertainty. The sensation of having already lived a moment is often portrayed as both beautiful and haunting, a reminder of the complexity of time and memory. In art, déjà vu is sometimes depicted through surreal or dreamlike imagery, capturing the paradoxical nature of experiencing something familiar in an unfamiliar context. These cultural representations have helped to popularize the term and imbue it with layers of meaning beyond its scientific explanation. They remind us that déjà vu is not only a neurological phenomenon, but also a window into the human condition. A puzzle that touches on our deepest concerns about identity, time, and the nature of experience. Philosophical perspectives on time and memory. Philosophers have long pondered the nature of time and memory, and déjà vu often emerges as a fascinating point of discussion in these debates. Some thinkers argue that déjà vu is a hint at the non-linear nature of time, that perhaps our experience of time is more complex and intertwined than we typically perceive. This perspective suggests that moments of déjà vu could be glimpses of a deeper, more interconnected temporal reality, where past, present, and future are not as distinct as they seem. Other philosophical interpretations consider déjà vu as an illustration of the limits of human perception and memory. The phenomenon challenges our understanding of what is real versus what is constructed by our minds, inviting us to question the reliability of our senses and the continuity of our conscious experience. These musings, while abstract, enrich the discussion of déjà vu by framing it as a profound and enduring mystery of human existence. Technological advances and future research. Innovations in neuroimaging. Recent advancements in neuroimaging technologies, such as functional MRI, fMRI, and electroencephalography, EEG, have begun to shed light on the neural correlates of déjà vu. By capturing the brain in action during episodes of déjà vu, researchers are starting to map the specific regions involved in this phenomenon. Early findings suggest that the temporal lobes, particularly the hippocampus, play a critical role in generating the sensation of familiarity that characterizes déjà vu. These technologies allow scientists to observe the real-time interplay between neural circuits responsible for memory, emotion, and spatial orientation. As research progresses, we may uncover more detailed explanations for how transient disruptions or overlaps in these circuits give rise to the experience of déjà vu. This line of investigation not only deepens our understanding of memory processes, but also has potential implications for neurological conditions such as epilepsy, where déjà vu is more commonly reported. Computational models and cognitive simulations. In addition to neuroimaging, computational models are being developed to simulate the processes underlying déjà vu. By creating algorithms that mimic the brain's memory systems, researchers can test various hypotheses about why and how déjà vu occurs. These models can help clarify the conditions under which memory overlap or processing delays are most likely to produce the feeling of familiarity. And they may even pave the way for practical applications in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Computational models also offer a framework for integrating disparate theories of déjà vu, from neural misfires to dual processing delays, into a coherent explanation. By refining these models through empirical data, scientists hope to generate testable predictions about the frequency and intensity of déjà vu episodes in different populations. This interdisciplinary approach, combining cognitive psychology, neuroscience, and computer science, represents a promising avenue for unraveling one of the brain's most enigmatic phenomena. Anecdotes, personal reflections, and observational studies. Real-life experiences. Many people report experiencing déjà vu during everyday activities, walking into a room, hearing a familiar phrase, or even tasting a particular food. These moments, although brief, leave a lasting impression that can be both comforting and disconcerting. Anecdotal accounts from individuals across different cultures and age groups suggest that déjà vu is a universal experience, yet its intensity and frequency can vary widely. For some, déjà vu is a delightful quirk, a momentary glimpse of a hidden connection between past and present. For others, it can be unsettling, raising questions about the nature of memory and perception. These personal narratives not only provide valuable qualitative data for researchers, but also enrich our cultural understanding of the phenomenon. They remind us that déjà vu is as much an emotional and subjective experience as it is a neurological event. Observational studies. Longitudinal studies and surveys have sought to quantify the prevalence of déjà vu in the general population. Research indicates that between 60% and 70% of people have experienced déjà vu at least once in their lifetime, with many reporting multiple episodes. Factors such as age, stress, and even personality traits like suggestibility and openness to experience have been correlated with the frequency of déjà vu. Observational studies also reveal that déjà vu is more commonly reported in certain situations, such as when people are fatigued, under stress, or in novel environments. These findings support the idea that déjà vu may arise from momentary lapses in attention or disruptions in the brain's usual memory processing. By examining these variables, researchers hope to identify patterns that could lead to a more comprehensive theory of déjà vu. Social and cultural impact. The influence on popular culture. Déjà vu has seeped into popular culture in a variety of ways. It is a recurring theme in movies, literature, and music, often used to evoke a sense of mystery or to suggest that time is not as linear as it seems. Iconic films and novels have featured déjà vu as a plot device, lending the phenomenon an aura of enigma that captivates audiences worldwide. These cultural representations not only reflect our collective fascination with déjà vu, but also shape our expectations and interpretations of the experience. For many, déjà vu is a moment of introspection, a prompt to ponder the nature of memory and the passage of time. This has led to its frequent use as a metaphor for life's inexplicable moments, where the past seems to intertwine with the present in unexpected ways. The ubiquity of déjà vu in cultural narratives reinforces its status as one of the more intriguing mysteries of human cognition, inviting us to question how our brains construct reality. Philosophical and existential reflections. Philosophers have long been intrigued by the phenomenon of déjà vu. Some argue that it hints at the possibility that our experience of time is more fluid than we believe, challenging the notion that past, present, and future are strictly separated. Such reflections invite us to consider whether déjà vu might be a glimpse into a deeper, more interconnected reality, one where our conscious experience is but a small part of a much larger tapestry of memory and time. These philosophical musings add a rich layer of meaning to déjà vu, transforming it from a mere cognitive anomaly into a subject of existential inquiry. They encourage us to think about the nature of reality, the reliability of our perceptions, and the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. Future research and unresolved questions. Despite the significant strides made in understanding déjà vu, many questions remain unanswered. Future research will likely continue to explore the neural underpinnings of the phenomenon, the specific conditions that trigger it, and its relationship to other cognitive processes like memory consolidation and attention. Researchers are also keen to investigate individual differences in the experience of déjà vu. Why do some people experience it frequently while others rarely, if ever, report the sensation? What role do genetics, environmental factors, or even cultural background play in shaping this experience? Answering these questions could offer valuable insights not only into déjà vu, but also into the broader mechanisms of human memory and perception. Advances in technology, particularly in neuroimaging and computational modeling, hold great promise for further unraveling the mysteries of déjà vu. As these tools become more sophisticated, we can expect to see more detailed mappings of the brain activity associated with déjà vu episodes, paving the way for a more comprehensive theory that integrates the various cognitive, emotional, and neural components of this phenomenon. Personal reflections and anecdotes. Many of us have experienced the surreal moment of déjà vu, a fleeting yet intense sensation that makes us question the boundaries between past and present. These personal reflections are an integral part of what makes the phenomenon so compelling. For some, déjà vu is a comforting reminder that our minds are incredibly complex and capable of weaving together our experiences in mysterious ways. For others, it may spark a sense of disquiet, prompting existential questions about the nature of reality and the reliability of our memories. Sharing these experiences, whether in casual conversation, through social media, or in academic studies, not only enriches our understanding of déjà vu, but also helps to demystify it. By discussing and examining these personal narratives, we create a collective tapestry of memory, a shared acknowledgement that the human experience is filled with inexplicable moments that challenge our perceptions and inspire our curiosity. In conclusion, déjà vu is one of the most enigmatic phenomena of the human mind, a fleeting moment where the past seems to intrude upon the present, creating an illusion of familiarity in an otherwise new experience. As we've explored today, the sensation of déjà vu likely arises from a complex interplay of neural misfiring, memory processing glitches, and the intricate workings of the brain's temporal lobes. It is a phenomenon that touches on both the cognitive and the emotional, blurring the lines between memory and perception, and inviting us to ponder the mysteries of our own consciousness. From the neurological theories that point to temporal lobe activity and implicit memory overlaps, to the psychological explanations involving attention lapses and dual processing, déjà vu remains a vibrant area of inquiry. Its presence in popular culture and philosophical thought further enriches our understanding, serving as both a scientific puzzle and a metaphor for the transient nature of time and experience. While much progress has been made, the true nature of déjà vu continues to elude a definitive explanation. Future research, fueled by advances in neuroimaging and computational modeling, may eventually unlock the secrets of this mysterious sensation, shedding light on how our brains construct the seamless tapestry of experience. Until then, déjà vu remains a fascinating reminder of the complexity and wonder of the human mind, a small glimpse into the intricate processes that underlie every moment of our lives. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into why we feel déjà vu. If you found this exploration into the science, psychology, and cultural significance of déjà vu enlightening, please like this video, share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Subscribe to Unlimited Quest for more captivating discussions on human behavior and the mysteries of the mind, and share this video with friends and family who appreciate the hidden wonders behind everyday phenomena. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop your quest for knowledge.